Kia ora and welcome to today's lockdown lesson. I'm telling you right out the gate, you do not want to miss today's lesson or skip it because today's lesson is going to go straight through your soul.
My soul!
Today's lesson is about your taha, hinengaro, or your mental and emotional health.
I'm in a glass case of emotion!
We're actually going to focus on an emotion that you feel all the time that has the potential to trip you up from succeeding or even moving forward in life. Now, if you ain't hooked and you haven't connected to what I'm talking about yet, you will after these next clips. We filmed a whole bunch of everyday scenarios, things that we all do that when we do them, make us want to disappear for a moment, sometimes forever. Why don't you check it out and see if you've done any of these?
Hey, all good?
Oh yeah, all good. Thanks for asking.
Nah.
Oh,
Got any toilet paper?
don't.
And some wedges, please.
Okay, sir, is there anything else you would like with that?
That's all, thanks.
Fantastic. Enjoy your meal.
You too.
Okay. Now, if you've ever had a situation similar to that, what you were experiencing in that moment was an emotion called shame. Now, I think we've all experienced shame in one of its many forms. Like maybe you were in class, the teacher asked a question, you thought you had the answer, so you shot your hand up, got it completely wrong, everyone started cracking up, you just wanted the earth to swallow you in that moment. Or maybe you were getting dropped off to school and you asked your parents to drop you around the corner because you didn't want your friends to see your car. To put it in simple terms, shame can be described as a painful feeling of humiliation caused by an awareness that we've done something wrong or an awareness of something we don't like about ourselves. So it's a little bit more than just the shame moments we experience in public. It actually goes down to the deepest parts of us that we don't like about ourselves.
That's right, people. It just got real up in here.
So why talk about shame in today's lesson? Well, it's because we here at Revolution Tour get no greater kick than seeing young people succeed in life, do well, live with a sense of purpose and hope, and start to tackle the greatness that's in you. And we all know too well, because of the experiences that we've been through, that shame has the capacity to sabotage you from living life like you're meant to.
This just got real good.
Suppose it's about time I told someone this story.
Now, I remember trialing for the school sports team at intermediate school. You got to picture me at intermediate school. I legit look like Ricky Baker from Hunt for the Wilder People. And I'm not even joking. So there were 60 people trialing and only 42 people would go away to represent the school at the national sports camp. Trials went on for about a month across a whole lot of different sports and fitness drills. Now, I definitely wasn't the fittest, but I worked real hard and I played real good too. And coach was recognizing me for it, so that was pretty dope. Now selection day came and I, like the rest of the students, all ran to the class window to see if our names were on the list. I was at the last two names and I read 41, which wasn't my name. But then I got to 42 and there also wasn't my name.
What just happened?
They had us the first half, I'm not gonna lie.
Now, I'll never forget the feeling I felt that day. I remember spending the rest of the day just trying to hide from people because all my mates were trying to find me to say, did you make the team? And I didn't want to tell anyone that I wasn't good enough to crack it. All I really remember about that day was just feeling super worthless and super inadequate.
Oh, now, we've all been there.
I didn't realize it at the time, but when I got to high school, I didn't really try out for any sports, the school production, school council. In fact, I didn't really try to stand out at all. And I can't help but think if I went back to high school, I would do things so much differently to get so much more out of school. But what was holding me back from trying out new things was this deep-seated belief that it didn't matter how hard I would try, I wouldn't be good enough and I wouldn't make the cut. Now that's crazy because that was all connected to the shame I felt as an intermediate student when I missed the team.
It's in there pretty deep.
So shame undealt with can really hold you back. Here's some things that can cause shame in your life. Negative self-image, dislike of personal traits, addictions to alcohol, sex, social media, pornography, and drugs, bullying, family situations, your living situations, lying, covering up stuff, things that we've done, or even things that were done to us. Some of you are like, this has gone really deep, and it has gone deep, and that's because shame goes deep too. So we don't mind talking about it. Here we go. Shame has a really sneaky way of getting you to believe that you are the problem rather than you have a problem. Now this train of thought is really dangerous because the longer you believe it, it can lead towards unhealthy behaviors, low self-esteem, anxiety, or even depression.
But wait, there's more.
Just like in everything we do, there is always hope. If you realize there's an area in your life that you're ashamed of, or maybe there's something that you've been hiding, there are 3 important things you can do to help you move forward and not let shame hold you down from dominating life.
He said, hey, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be hard. You're gonna go out there, you're gonna battle, you're gonna fight, you're gonna do it for one, you're gonna do it for one another. Do it for each other, you're gonna do it for yourself.
The first thing you can do is a little bit risky, but the reward is so great, and that is bring it into the open. Shame has a great way of making you feel like you're the only one struggling with a particular issue. One of the best things you can do is talk to someone about it, a trusted adult or even a counselor. You can even give the guys at 1737 or Youthline a call. Number 2 is a little bit easier, but just as powerful, and that is to untangle your feelings. Best thing you can do is get a piece of paper in front of you or your phone notes and just begin to write out all the different ways that this makes you feel.
Just let it all out.
Which leads me to the third one, and that is to simply separate the things you do or have done from who you are, and then continue to talk it through with someone. We say this all the time here at Revolution Tour. Asking for help doesn't make you weak, it makes you smart. Look, you can be great, you can change the world, you can make a difference, you can impact other people's lives. Don't let shame hold you down. That's all for this lockdown lesson. Catch you at the next one.